Okay, so the first step that we need to do is we need to go to voicethread.com, voicethread.com/register. So in the chat, I've included the link. I guess it's not really a link because I put a space in there, but it's voicethread.com/register. If you go there, then you should see a page that asks you to log in. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to start sharing my screen right now. If you would like to do this, follow along with me in like a separate tab, I think that's a good idea so that we can get everybody set up and so that you can have your VoiceThread account. So you should be at voicethread.com, looks just like this. And then if you hit register, it will take you to a page that looks like this. So what you're going to do is you're going to put in your information. You're going to put in your email address. Use your Unity email address. And then you're going to come up with a nice password. And enter the password, and you're going to hit I'm not a robot. Okay, and then you're going to hit register. So once you have all your information filled out, your email address, your password, or whatever, you're going to hit register. Now, I've already done this, so I'm going to actually just go to sign in with my email. You'll be able to do this once you register. Okay. So it should take you to a page that looks like this. You obviously won't have this project in here, but your home page will have nothing on it. And it should have something in the middle of this screen that says, you don't have any projects. Would you like to create one? Now you can hit that link there and it will take you to this page. But what I like to do is I just go up to the top left hand of the screen and I hit create. So you should see a big plus in the middle of your screen that says add media. So you're going to click on that and it should pop up that you'll have all these options for adding media. You'll add media from your computer, from media sources, from audio recording, from webcam photo, from webcam video, and from URL. So by now you should have digitized your artifacts, meaning you should have taken pictures of your artifacts. So there's different artifacts that you could choose, right? You can actually use photos that are already digitized. They're already digital photos that you've taken on like a smartphone or a digital camera. And that's great because that's really easy because you don't have to digitize them. They're already in a digital format. Once you can save those to your computer and then you can upload them from here. But let's say the artifact you're using is not a photograph or a digital photo. Maybe it's like an actual photograph, like an old photograph. Then you're gonna have to take a picture of that old photograph, right? And then upload it. Or let's say it's not even a photo. Let's say it's an object, right? Like a ring or a piece of jewelry or a family heirloom. What you're gonna do is you're gonna have to digitize that artifact by taking a digital photo of it using your phone. And so what you're going to have to do is make sure that that photograph looks really nice, right? The measurement that I like to use is the Instagram test. So if you wouldn't post it on your Instagram, then it's probably not good enough to post on your project. So what do you need to do? You need to like stage it. You may need to make it like look kind of like nice and artsy and make sure the lighting is really good so that your artifact looks nice. But once you have all of your artifacts in digital format, you're going to have to upload them to your computer. And then I like to save them to my desktop. And then once I have them saved on my desktop, then I can double click on them, upload them, and then pretty soon you'll have your artifacts. So before I go any further, I want to do a little pop quiz, all right? what is the minimum number of artifacts that you need for this project? Go ahead and type it in the chat. Oh, Haiti with the win. Nice and quick. All right. That's right, Haiti. Well, you're the only one that answered. So Haiti's right. 4 artifacts is the minimum number of artifacts that you need. What's the maximum number of artifacts? That's right, 6. So you need anywhere between 4 and 6 digitized artifacts. So once you have your artifacts, when you upload your first artifact, it will ask you to name your project. What I did was I just named mine PDH project with my last name. I would just suggest doing the same thing, personal digital history project, and then like your last name. And so you're going to need to upload your artifacts. Okay, so I have 4 here, 4 photos. This is a picture of a picture. So this is an actual photograph that a picture was taken of. These are all just digital photos. I didn't have an example of a picture of an object, but that's another example that you could have done. So now that you have your artifacts uploaded, what you need to do now is you need to annotate them, right? And so how to do that is you go to this comment button right here. So select the artifact that you want to talk over. And again, it's kind of like making a documentary. So you have the photograph and now you're going to record your annotation. And so this is where you're going to use the skim-see method. So where you're going to summarize it. This is where you're going to contextualize your artifact, make inferences about it, monitor, but then more importantly, you're going to use the artifact to tell the story about the experience that you had. So the way to do that is you see this kind of half circle down here with these different options. You're going to use either the microphone, which is to record an audio comment, or you're going to use the camera, which is to record a video comment of you speaking about your artifact. I would suggest possibly writing down what you're going to say before you get to this step, or else it's going to take a long time for you to get a take that works and is perfect and is good. So yeah, I would recommend writing something down, or at least having some notes or some bullet points out in front of you while you're doing this. But essentially, once you're ready to make your annotations, you're going to click the microphone. So you click the microphone, there's a nice countdown for you. And now you're going to begin talking about your artifact and telling your story. So you're going to summarize the photo. Like this is for instance, this is a photograph of my grandfather when he was a younger man, probably taken in the late 50s, early 60s. The context, if I was going to use this, I would provide some more background information about this photograph, how it relates to my story that I'm going to tell. And then I'd start to make some inferences about it. You know, I can maybe infer that this was taken on a Sunday because it looks like my grandfather's dressed up in his Sunday best. It looks like there's people in the background with cars that maybe they were at church or something like that. And then once I make my inferences, then I can start to ask my questions like, what's my grandpa looking at? Or is he just, modeling for the camera? Why is his tie so short? Things like that. And then the main thing here is that you're using the artifact to tell your story. All right. So once you're finished with your annotation, you're gonna hit stop recording. And as soon as it uploads, it will begin playing back immediately. And now you're going to begin talking about your artifact. And so listen through it, make sure it's perfect, make sure it's exactly how you want it. And if you like it, go ahead and hit save. If you don't like it, hit cancel and you can do it again. Another thing you can do, and this is something that I encourage you to do, is maybe break up the recording into different parts. And how you do that is as soon as you're finished recording, you can hit record more, and then it just adds on right where you left off. And so you can actually make like 3 or 4 recordings for each artifact. If that's easier for you, go ahead and do that. And when you like it, you go ahead and hit save. And then once you hit save, it should pop up here on the left of your screen, and you'll be able to listen to it and make sure that everything's perfect and sounds good. If you don't like it, you can go ahead and hit the delete button, hit the trash can button, and hit delete, and you can do it all over again. And so that's what you're going to do for each one of your artifacts. And so as soon as you have annotated and recorded your voice and told your story, the last step is to share it. Okay. So once everything's ready to go, it's finished, it's done, you're ready to submit it, you're going to hit share, and then this box is going to pop up. And you're going to make sure that before you click copy link, that this checkbox and this checkbox are checked. Okay. Because if you uncheck them, then I will not be allowed to see your voice thread. So you need to click check for view and check for comment, and then you're going to copy your link. Now, as soon as you've copied your link, you're going to go to Google Classroom. And you're going to click on your class, and you'll see that there is a new assignment underneath the classwork tab, underneath Personal Digital History Project, the final draft of the Personal Digital History Project. And there's the instructions here. It says post the link to your VoiceThread project. Follow the instructions in the PDH packet doc. Make sure to give view and comment access by checking the boxes in VoiceThread. So if you're stuck and if you forget how to do this, go ahead and click on this document, which will have all the steps in order for you to do the project from step 1 to step 6. So we've already done steps 1, 2, and 3, which was to choose your artifacts, digitize your artifacts, and then analyze your artifacts. And now steps 4 through 6 are the voice thread. So if you pay close attention to steps 4, 5, and 6, that's how you upload your artifacts to VoiceThread. Walks you through with pictures exactly what you need to do. It walks you through how to annotate your artifacts. And then it also walks you through how to share your voice thread. And the last thing you need to do is make sure those check boxes are checked, the view and the comment check boxes. Okay. There's also a nice little explanation for how to analyze your primary sources. So as soon as you get to here, you'll be able to submit your question, and you're just going to copy and paste it. You're just going to copy and paste it. So there should be a place for you to answer the question, and all you're going to do there is just paste your voice thread, and then you're good. It should be submitted. So that's it.